Well, it's what do you uphold as your highest value
Freedom,
ultimately.
choice, freedom. Okay,
Like
it's
this is the challenge because everyone has to
mm,
pick something like what before when you
mm,
mentioned like atheism and they only, really believe that this material world is it.
yeah.
Really what everyone is everyone has to put something as their highest value. And
Mhm.
really that's sort of the challenge of, is love your highest value? And love and freedom in truth go hand in hand. Do you love someone enough to respect their right to be free?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful, bro. That is actually a salient way of expressing that, because yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand. Like you may love someone to death, right? But if you're not willing to respect their ability to make choices for themselves,
Mm.
you're coming out of ego. Like I know a lot of people have this mentality where they say they love someone. I love them so much, I can't stand you being with anyone else. Even if being with me is destroying you because I need to be with you. But if you truly love them in this sense of agape, right? Like universal
Mhm.
love, not like this possessive
Well,
kind
that's
of love.
love for the divine, love for all of creation.
Yes, yes, absolutely. But it's hard to do. But I try to. That's the benchmark. Like to try to develop this attitude where I'm like, look, I don't want to see you leave me because I'm attached to you, right? I'm a human being. I still have these attachments. But if I'm working from the highest version of myself, then I have to want what I believe is in your or respect your ability to make that decision for yourself and hope that you'll make the right one. But I still can't force it, and that's the highest form of love, I think.
Yeah, well, this is something that like we've learned, especially through Dolores Cannon's work, even before we started exploring past life hypnosis and such as well as understanding, as she calls it, the Earth School, and
Hmm.
how we're eternal spirits, and we come down to the Earth School to learn different things and to grow our consciousness and to expand into greater states of love ultimately. And it's something that a lot of, younger souls and more damaged souls, they're the ones who will make these, these cardinal mistakes, the cardinal sins, really. These ones, such as from the other side, like murder is unfathomable of your fellow man. Like it's just something that they can't even begin to grasp because the level of love there and the level of connection and oneness that they feel relative to the human is so close that to harm someone else or even to harm yourself. I've had an issue for a large part of my life where I was nail biting, and that come to a lot of that was a form of that was done out of self-harm to get attention for, lack of emotional processing.
Well, nail
And
biting, like just
nail
biting.
biting,
Oh,
biting
that's
my
just
nails
something.
till they'd
Oh,
bleed.
isn't that something you do when you're just nervous? Like, well, is there some kind of underlying rationale
Well,
behind that?
it's sort of like a stem as well. But like even before like autistic stems and such as well. But it was, yeah, it was a way to release stress. But it is in my case, as I was told directly by my higher self, as I channeled as my higher self. It's weird to explain these sort of trance states,
Hmm.
but it was done out of a sense of self-harm, and this was a very important clue for me to actually figure out my own life purpose, my own set of contracts to overcome, and to actually help me in the direction that I wanted to go in this life as well. So even understanding when it comes to things like in this case, self-harm,
Hmm.
it's not even one that it's necessarily just against another human or against sentient life. Ultimately, it's a reflection of what we're doing to ourselves. And that there is something that was a big clue because that was actually an outward expression where I was basically asking the world for help because everyone can see your hands. And if they can see nails that are damaged, then they can see that there's something that you are, visibly seeking assistance with. And
Powerful.
that goes back to, yeah, and it goes to really the level of spiritual disconnection that I had by that age and felt like no one could actually hear my soul crying out for help. And no one did. And I learned about that in the regression. But there's so many clues that we actually carry through the types of relationships we have with others, or even the behaviors, the distorted behaviors that we act upon ourselves and inflict upon ourselves as well, to show us something deeper that we're trying to connect with as well.
That's that's powerful and very relatable.